Another big story in the sports world, Tom Brady is back. The quarterback spent a little more than a month in retirement before posting on his social media that his place is on the field. Brady will spend his 23rd NFL season with Tampa Bay. Joining us now to talk about Brady's decision is Rich Hanley, an associate professor of journalism at Quinnipiac University, who also teaches a course on the history of football. Rich, thank you for being with us.
Sure, happy to be here.
Well, we were just saying a minute ago, we saw that post last night. And what changed here? Was this a surprise to you?
I was surprised because he did seem authentic in announcing initially that he would retire. He certainly has plenty of opportunities outside of football. But this kind of, it's a few weeks since the season ended. It's a few weeks since he made that decision. The bumps and bruises of an NFL year have healed. He's feeling a little strength in his legs. So he said, hey, I can still throw the football. I can still play.
Yeah, this is going to be his 23rd season. He's 44 years old. I can't say, though, that I was surprised given what we know about him. Everyone says he is the most competitive guy. This was almost expected in some respects. What do you think we can expect from him in his 23rd season? I imagine he is looking for that ring.
Yeah, I mean, he may have spent the last few weeks reading his football history and learned the story of the great Otto Graham of the Cleveland Browns. He retired after the 1954 season, then unretired in 1955, and won the NFL championship with the Browns. So Brady might have Otto Graham's history in mind when he decided to come back. But he can still play. The rules are such where it's a safer position than it's ever been before. So I think he could certainly hold up to the rigors of the year. Physically, whether he can mentally is another question. It is exhausting to be quarterback in the NFL over 17 games now.
Does the timing of this, Rich, have anything to do with anything? I mean, obviously he says I'm done and then goes quiet and made a couple of appearances, and then yesterday out of nowhere, was there maybe something he was trying to beat a clock or something like that?
Yeah, there could be some NFL rules about when you have to formally file for retiring. That's certainly he's certainly on the clock for that. And if you do retire, there's all sorts of logistics you need to go through to unretire. He doesn't need to necessarily go through that now. But I just think he's itching to play. I think he knows he can still play. He might have watched the NFL Combine, saw some of the rookie quarterbacks, and said, hey, I can play just as good, if not better, than those young bucks. So I think that he will certainly come roaring back to training camp. That the question is, can he last the whole season? That's can he last mentally? As the great coach John Madden once said, once you think about retiring, you're retired. So I'm not certain whether or not that idea will float back in Brady's head mid-season, week 9 or 10, about, hey, maybe I should have retired. That's certainly a possibility.
Yeah, I think out of anyone, though, he's one of the toughest mentally in that respect individuals. So I think he will be just fine. Would be, if I was a betting woman, that would be my guess. It also may have had something to do with Aaron Rodgers' big salary, him coming back. The question now is, Gronk left the Patriots, retired, then came back out of retirement to be with Brady. Do you think Gronk is going to come out of retirement once again so they can continue that duo?
I'm sure Gronk and Brady are having that conversation right now. But Gronk's been beat up more so than Brady. He suffered a number of injuries in his legs, his ankles. He may not physically be able to perform. Tight ends get hit all the time. Quarterbacks don't.
Well, it's going to be an interesting season one way or another. Rich Hanley from Quinnipiac University, thank you very much for joining us this afternoon. We appreciate your time.
Thank you.